Good afternoon. Well, we are here at the Varner-Hogg Plantation, and we are going to check out a real southern plantation today. So it's going to be fun. Come with us. Check out this tree. It's got all that Spanish moss in it. It's beautiful. But look how they've got it propped up. There's cement holding it with some iron rails, trying to keep that tree standing. It looks like that branch is gonna fall any time. It's a good thing we didn't park under that tree, huh? So we just paid, and because it's a state park, there is an admission fee. I think it's $10 per person. I got a veterans discount, so it was $8 per person, so $16 total. There's nobody here. So everything is wide open, and there's nobody around to, mess with us or stop us from poking our heads wherever we want. We're allowed to walk into any of the buildings we want to and take a look at anything. So we're gonna go check out the Plantation House and tell you a little bit more about the history of this place. So this is the Plantation House here, built in the 1830s by slaves that were brought here into Texas. And even though slavery was abolished in this area, because this was Mexico, technically, they allowed indentured servitude. And so slave owners from the South came into Texas, which was Mexico, and were kind of drawn by the laws that Mexico had made, allowing them to own slaves. And so it wasn't until after the Civil War ended that slavery was abolished down here in Texas. So this plantation was built by slaves. This was a sugar plantation, and right behind this house is the Brazos River, and on the other side of the river was where they had the sugar plantation, the crop, the stalks of sugar cane, and they would harvest it and throw it into barrels and float it down the river for trade. And that's what made this plantation so prosperous. This is the front of the plantation, and we're gonna walk inside. We're allowed to go inside. They warned us that there's no furniture inside, that it's being restored, but we were more than welcome to walk inside. And I don't know if you can tell, but this door is pretty wide. So but this house is narrow. Yeah, it's not very wide out to the other side. You can see out here where it drops down, where the river is, right on the other side of that. Let's see where Ange is going. What room is this, Ange? Like a family room or a parlor or something? Yeah. Neat. All right, so we're upstairs, and this is the view out the front onto their big lawn over there. And Angela's gonna walk back down the stairs. There's two more rooms up here that are equal to the bottom floor, and there's a third floor apparently. And that's probably where the bedrooms would have been. But these are exactly the same. So don't know if they were like dining rooms or parlors or libraries or what they were. But neat. I like this walkout patio on the top and the back. So you can come out here and sit and enjoy the afternoon and the views of the river. This is the back of the house, and there's that big covered patio up on top, that porch up there where you could sit. I don't know if this is probably a new addition here to the building, but back here there's more of their trees and orchards, but back here where Ange is, that kind of drops down, and that goes down to where the Brazos River is. But we're gonna go jump in the truck, and we're gonna drive up that way to see where the sugar mill is and where the slaves' quarters were, and we're gonna check that out. You ready?
Yeah.
we're on the other side of the river. Over there you can see the plantation house through the trees. But right here, this is the sugar mill. And there you can see the foundation laid out for it. And the big pots in the middle were where they boiled the sugar and made molasses. And so this occurred all throughout the 1800s, from 1820s through I think 1920-ish. And in 1900, the former governor of Texas, Varner-Hogg, bought this property and discovered oil on the property. And so they immediately switched over from sugar and started pumping oil out of this property. And so you can see one of the old oil pumps right there. And apparently this whole property was 4,500 acres. So there weren't neighbors right there. I think they've sold off chunks of the property since then. And I'm sure the property went way out that way. But beautiful day out, 65 degrees, beautiful weather for exploring an old southern plantation. You can see all the Spanish moss in every one of these trees. Hanging down. Yeah. Well, we're pretty far out from where the plantation house is. That's the bridge that goes across the river, and the plantation house is on the other side. You can just barely see it. But this is the ruins of the slave quarters here. Or just the foundation of what's left of the slave quarters. I'm sure there was a lot more of these. It looks like the ground has come up over, so I'm sure if they renovated, they would find more. But, over there, there's stuff too. Yeah, I don't know what that is over there. But the sign over here shows that they were all brick buildings. And this is what it looked like. 2 living spaces that shared a wall and had a double fireplace. So an entire family of 5 would live. They're kind of like duplexes, 5 on one side and 5 on the other. So this one side here would house 5 people, and then the other side right there would house 5 people. How big do you think that is, Ange? What do you think that is, 10 by 10?
Yeah, like a 10 by 10 or 10 by 12, yeah.
10 by 10 space?
Or 10 by 12.
For 5 people?
That's tiny.
That's tiny, tiny, tiny.
Oh, it tells you 12 by 12.
Oh, 12 by 12. Oh, it does say that right there.
Oh, wow.
12 by 12. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine living in something this small. Well, that's about it. I'm out here in the front yard. Ange is going over there to take a picture of the front of the house. And back behind me, I mentioned this before, but that's a pecan orchard over there. And again, they owned 4,500 acres that apparently went in all directions along this river here. And so I imagine that grove of pecan trees went quite a distance, and this is just what's left of it. So there's probably, I don't know, maybe 100 over there, maybe a little less, I don't know. But I'm sure they had many hundreds of pecan trees. But that's it for us from this location. We're gonna keep going. We've got another stop we're gonna make, and we'll take you along with us. Bye. Well, we are here at Brazos Bend State Park, and they really embrace the gators here. They've got the little gator icon everywhere. And I could see why. We're gonna walk over there to the lake, and I'll show you what the lake looks like. It looks more like a swampland. So you can see all the Spanish moss hanging in the trees and such here. So this is going to be a lot of fun checking this out. Lots of hiking paths, lots of places to kind of get out, and the weather's been so nice. We're expecting a pretty good freeze over the next week. I think we're supposed to get 30 to 60 hours in a row where the temperature is under freezing. So everyone's kind of out trying to get some sun and enjoy this 65-degree weather before it goes away for the next week and a half or so. So cool thing about this park, well, all state parks, I guess, and I didn't realize this, but in the state of Texas, as a veteran, I get free access for life. So it's only good for me. It doesn't count for anybody else. If I was disabled, then I would be able to get another person in, but I'm not disabled. Thank you, Lord. So, so that's a cool perk. So for the rest of my life, I also have a national park pass as well that I get for being a veteran. So all national parks, all Texas state parks for life, I get free access to, which is wonderful. So great little perk of giving up some of my life for my country. So blessed by that. We're gonna tool around a little bit and check out, I think this is called Elm Lake. And so we're gonna walk around. There's some observation platforms and stuff, and maybe we'll see some wildlife or something. So come on. Well, they've got this really nice hard-packed trail, and we're parked over here in the parking lot. There's some pavilions there for picnics and stuff, but they've got this really nice hard-packed trail that goes all the way around the lake. But just to remind you of where you are, there are signs here that warn you that there are gators in that water over there. So do not approach, stay at a distance from that water. We're still gonna go see if we can find some. I mean, obviously we're not gonna walk over there, but we're going to, there's some observation points scattered around. We'll go up there and see if we can see anything swimming around in that water. What do you think, Ange?
Yeah, we'll see if we can see anything.
Yeah, that'll be fun, huh? All right, let's go. Let's go find some gators.
Let's go.
So there's nothing, we don't see anything. There's some birds out there on that little island right there. But don't see any gators here. We're gonna see if we can move around a little bit and see if we can see anything else. All right, so this is a different sign, and this adds to the danger here. Not only are there alligators, but there are venomous snakes that exist in this park. And I don't think Ange noticed that sign because she's on her phone. So,
I've already seen that sign.
no, they added to that sign.
When we first got here,
Did you see?
there's signs all over the place.
Did you see what it said about snakes?
Yeah, venomous.
Venomous snakes.
We saw that when we first drive in the park.
Oh man.
Drove in the park.
All right, there's some birds.
But yeah, keep your eyes out.
Let's see. What kind of wildlife is that? Crows?
Woohoo!
All right. It's exotic. All right, what about up there? Some buzzards?
Yeah, there's sure.
Yeah, the sky's pretty.
It's a pretty day.
It is a pretty day. It's nice. It's nice to be out.
Sun.
Yeah, and get
For
some
the cold.
get some sunlight, some vitamin D before
Some hair highlights.
before we're stuck inside the house for a week and a half. So, all right, let's see if we can find anything else. All right, so we're circling around what is this lake, and it's kind of spooky. There's some sounds that are being made, and I can't tell if that's a gator or not right there.
Oh yeah, sometimes they look like wood.
See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
Right Let's see if I can get it on the screen. Where's my finger?
I see what you're looking at. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
if
it looks
it's a
like
branch.
yeah, I can't tell. Sometimes it'll move if it's a gator. I don't know.
That's the swampiest parts where they like to go.
Yeah, for sure. Could be a gator. I don't know. The only way to know is to
Throw something.
let's throw something at it. We're not doing that. We're gonna keep walking.
Yeah, I think it's more of a branch.
You think it's a branch?
Yeah.
Could be. So nice day. Nice day for a stroll. There's some kind of bird up there. Some kind of swamp bird. We saw one of his friends in the water, looked just like him, and he dove down in the water to get something to eat and stayed under for quite some time, huh?
Yeah. Did he come back up?
Yeah, he did eventually.
Okay.
But I don't know what that's called, that bird.
Well, we have our bird map in the car.
We do. And it tells us what all the birds are. Maybe we'll figure it out when we get back to the car.
We should have brought our map.
We should have our bird identification sheet. Now we may never know. All right, so that's a gator right there. That is a gator
Wow.
right there in the wild, Angela.
It is moving. Oh, man. It came up.
All right, so that looks like another gator right there. See it? Look.
Looks like a rock to me. Yeah, that's why they're so deceitful.
Throw a rock at it.
No.
I think that's a gator.
Looks like a branch. I can't tell. That bird looks
There's another bird over there. That's like a white and pink bird.
really pretty.
Again, we need to figure out our bird identification and figure out what we're looking at here. But that's a big one. All right, so that is a huge gator out there on the far side of the water. That's probably 6 or 7 feet long. And it's just floating along.
Oh my God, John! Look!
Let's see if maybe I can get over to a better view of it here in a minute. So that's another gator. This one's just hanging out. This one's pretty exposed. You can kind of tell by like the scales running up and down its back.
It's just laying.
It's just laying there looking straight out. It's pretty cool. All right, on the other side of the little river over there, there's a couple gators. There's a baby gator right over here in the water, but then over here there's some big old gators just hanging out enjoying the sun. How many have we seen now, Ange?
Maybe 6.
6 gators so far?
Maybe.
Yeah, this is cool.
Well,
All right, there's gator number 7 that we've spotted so far. It's hanging out in the sun. All right, gator number 8. The good thing is they're all on the other side. So they know to keep their distance from where the people are. And so they stay away from this side of the lake and just kind of hang out on that island over there. All right, well, we are on the last bit of our walk around the lake. We did 1.75 miles all the way around, and it took us about an hour, a little over an hour with stops and stuff. But how many gators do we think we saw?
About 10, I think.
Yeah, I think we counted 10.
Saw at least 4 or 5 on the shore.
Right.
Or
So
far shore.
legitimate gators, probably 8. There's probably 2-ish that we questioned whether or not they were really gators or not.
Not branches.
Yeah. But and then our last one that we didn't record, we thought for sure was a branch, and then
a bird went by it.
and then it moved, and it was actually a gator. So we saw quite a few of them. This was a really cool experience, walking through here and getting to see all these gators in the wild. It was pretty amazing. So definitely this is the time to come. I can't imagine coming here in the summer. It's probably
Brutally.
yeah, with tons of mosquitoes and snakes and all kinds of stuff.
That's true. The snakes would be out for sure.
But right now it was nice and cool breeze. It is what's the temperature? I can't tell on my watch.
It's 61 still.
It's in the 60s.
Yeah.
So still nice and cool, comfortable walking out here. Beautiful evening. So we're gonna drive through the rest of this park and maybe go check out where the campgrounds are or something, and we're gonna call it a night here, right?
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like this video if you haven't, comment, tell us what you think about Brazos Bend State Park or the Plantation that we went to, and we'll see you on the next one. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.